Hello there everyone, this is me Ethan here, and on Thursday night I checked out Black Adam, and today I want to give you all my full thoughts and review on it. Black Adam has been a film 15 years in the making for The Rock, all the way back when he had hair. It has been his passion project and he has been promoting this movie to death. And for good reason. If you've been trying to get your movie made for a decade and a half, you'll want to market it as much as possible. This film has been a long time coming and now it is finally out for the world to witness, so here's my thoughts. First up, something I really enjoyed were the characters. The Rock is actually pretty good as Black Adam and he isn't just playing himself for the billionth time. It's clear he is having a blast playing this character. He is intimidating and at times very funny. He's got a fish out of water personality that makes him very enjoyable to watch. And he does not pull his punches. Black Adam is ruthless and is not afraid to kill anyone in his path. It's clear that this was at first supposed to be rated R before some cuts were made, but he was still a very cool character regardless. They also connect him to Shazam a lot more than I expected, which was nice to see. I will say though, Black Adam doesn't have the most amazing or thought-provoking character arc in this movie. He can be quite one-note at times, but honestly, and I'll get to this later, the story as a whole isn't that focused. On to the Justice Society of America, I really enjoyed watching them on the big screen. Aldous Hodge as Hawkman did an amazing job as the leader of the JSA, and he brought a seriousness, but also comedicness to this role, especially in his disputes with Black Adam. I really thought from the trailers I wouldn't take him seriously because of his bird costume, but no, I loved his character and he was a great addition. Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate has to be my favorite character in the movie though. Brosnan brings a certain gravitas and wisdom to the team that I really liked. He also has some great comedic moments whenever it comes to Black Adam and Hawkman, and the connection between him and Hawkman in the movie is great. The Doctor Strange comparisons will never end, but Fate came before Strange in the comics. His suit is awesome and the character is awesome. Noah Centineo as Atom Smasher is in this movie. He is very much the sideline comedic relief, and I thought he had a few good moments. He got big laughs almost every time he showed up in my theater, so I would say he worked. He is a very funny character, but he's pretty much just the funny guy. Quintessa Swindell as Cyclone was also in this movie, but she really didn't have much to do here. Her relationship with Atom Smasher was nice, but there's just not a lot going on with her. My main issue with the JSA is that they're very underdeveloped. All of them feel like they have little to no backstory and they're just introduced at the beginning of the film like we already know them. That's the biggest issue with introducing Black Adam and the JSA for the first time in one film. You only get to develop your characters so much in only 2 hours. I really enjoyed all of them regardless, but I just wish they were more than fun personalities and cool suits. Onto the human characters, they reminded me a lot of the recent kaiju films where you do not care about the human characters, you just care about the cool unstoppable forces. The comedic relief guy was funny at times, but the mom and son were just uninteresting. And there was way too much focus on the kid. I didn't hate him, but he took up way too much time. Finally, I won't talk too much about the villain for spoiler-free reasons, but my gosh, he sucked. He was very clearly just there to give the JSA and Black Adam a threat to team up against at the end and have some fun action sequences with. The third act, in fact, is probably the worst part of the movie because the villain is just such a throwaway. Also, there's an army of bad guys that kind of show up out of nowhere and the human characters defeat them super easily, barely an inconvenience. It's like the writers needed the human characters to do something last minute while all the superpowered people had a bad guy to fight, and it was really funny to me. But I will say, all the action in this movie hits. I couldn't find a single action scene that I really hated. It was all really well choreographed, it looked cool, and the soundtrack by Lorne Balfe accompanying the scenes made everything even more epic. But overall, this story is not all there. This movie is very much character driven and it has no reason to give you anything particularly thought-provoking. Its existence is simply just to entertain and let you have a fun time, which I don't really mind at all, but I know a lot of people are going to be bummed that the JSA is pretty underdeveloped and the story doesn't have a lot of depth to it. It does put the audience in somewhat of a thought-provoking situation of should Black Adam kill, but at the same time this movie is having a lot of fun making Black Adam go on a murder spree. There are jokes regarding the kills, and a lot of times Black Adam is viewed more as a hero than the rest of the JSA. They make it out like there's a moral divide, but there really is not one. My opinion on this film is somewhat neutral. I don't think it's a particularly good film, it's just fun. All it wants to be is a big spectacle with some cool visuals and action. And honestly, I'm okay with that from time to time. Not all movies need a ton of substance to them, and you can just enjoy the fun of it all. I keep saying fun a lot in this review because I think that's the one word that embodies this film the most. You may not get much character backstory or a very well structured story, but you get a fun 2 hours at the movie theater with some cool action scenes and funny dialogue. All in all, I give Black Adam a 7 out of 10. It is by no means one of the best superhero movies out there, but it's one of the most fun as of late. If you're into any of the Venom movies or just goofy blockbusters, Black Adam is for you. I certainly enjoyed Black Adam myself, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. So what did you think of Black Adam? Do you think it's one of the worst movies of the year or one of your personal favorites? I'd love to hear any and all opinions in the comment section below. So if you all enjoyed this review and if you all enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye and have a great day.